Greetings and blessings unto all of you. This is Tobin of the Pleiadian High Council. I'm here today with a very important message, a very timely message, if you will. Much work has ensued on this one in order to ensure the clearest possible channel without a lot of filters around the messages that come in. We do not do things spontaneously per se. We plan and we execute accordingly. Today is a very auspicious day. There is great talk of a wave of energy coming on to the planet at this time. And it is true. And it began several days ago. And it is going to continue for a little while. Tomorrow, in your time frame, is what you term the equinox. The equinox and solstices upon this world are very important moments in time. They are the moments that we utilize to infuse energy into the world, to send through activations for encodements and things of that nature. It is highly palpable during these moments. The ancients knew this, and that is why they did so much around the solstice and the equinox. As we have spoken of before, the end of 2012, we hit the point of no return. The beginning was finished. The beginning had ended successfully. And in 2013 being a year of rearrangement of the energies, if you will, 2014 began what is to become the new Earth. And 2015 has been a year of choice. What do you choose for your life, for your path, for who you are? This is the important moment. Time to choose. Can you choose later? Of course you can. For the optimum in energy, it is best to choose now. So, tomorrow is the equinox. Tomorrow there is a massive activation which is going to occur. There are individuals who believe that this wave is a wave of ascension. I hate to disappoint some of you, but you are not going to disappear from the third dimension and wake up in the fifth dimension, and all of a sudden you're no longer on the planet. That is not what ascension is about. Ascension is about reclaiming who you truly are here, moving into that space here with who you are, your true energy, putting aside the illusion, if you will, of third dimensional reality and becoming more quantum here. If you were to leave, what good would you be for here? What good would you do for this planet? What good would you do for the people of this world? The volunteers are here to show the way. The volunteers are here to assist in the evolution of this world, in the evolution of the native human population of this world. But there's more. Tomorrow starts an activation. And within a couple of weeks, there will be a tremendous activation of certain encodements that have been placed in this world, that have been here for a very long time. And the energies are going to continue to move and be fluid and continue to congeal in the processes that it needs to up until the solstice, which is the 21st of December on your calendars. Because it is time for this, you see. It's the season of choice. It's the time of choice. Within the volunteer sphere on this planet, there are different groups of volunteers, shall we say. There are those volunteers who, for lack of a better term, they are like living examples through how they live their life, choices that they make. Some of the volunteers are messengers. Some of the volunteers have multiple roles. Like this one, he is a messenger. He allows not only myself but others to speak through him, but he also does many other things as well. With this activation, there is another activation that is happening. For there is a group on this world, smaller than the overall number of volunteers on this world, much smaller. They are known as overseers or guardians. You may ask, what do they guard? They guard this world. They guard this project on behalf of what you term God. There are many of these guardians who have already awakened to who they are. Many more will begin to awaken to this now. If you have to ask somebody, am I a guardian? Chances are you are not. And if you know you are a guardian, chances are the only people that you will ever tell that you are a guardian is to another guardian. You see, now it is all about putting into place the pieces of the puzzle that's going to allow this planet to move into its new reality, into its new Earth. There are multiple layers going on. As an example, there are volunteers of all sorts here. Some have remembered more than others. Some are just now awakening because they weren't meant to awaken until now. This is an exciting time to be on the planet, and each one of you have chosen to be on this planet. Many of you are choosing to congregate into groups, either physically or, shall we say, within the world of the internet, where you can congregate with others of like mind, others who share love and compassion and honor the God within and the God without. And this will continue. With this activation, for many of the volunteers on this world, it will be a time of testing. The time of testing is not punishment. It never has been, it never will be punishment, you see. The time of testing is all about assisting each volunteer in reclaiming more of who they truly are here, assisting them in really moving on to their path. In days gone by, when testing would happen, those being tested would not know what to do. They would have to wing it. But I'm going to tell you what to do. Focus on your heart. There are going to be individuals who will come up who are friends, perhaps even on a physical level family, that you will say goodbye to, that you will let them go and say, have a nice day, because they no longer serve who you are. They no longer resonate with who you are. They no longer are compatible with who you are becoming. If you have to let somebody go, do so with love in your heart. Do so with compassion in your heart. For up until this moment, they have played an important role in your life. You may do this with different people in your environment, and they will not understand why you are doing this. They will not understand why all of a sudden you don't want them to be a part of your life. Whether you try and explain it or not matters not, because for the most part they wouldn't understand anyway. This is about choice. The choice is very easy, very simple. Are you going to be who you are supposed to be here? So many are walking blindly around. So many are have this issue of self-worth. These are challenges that many volunteers have around self-worth, around being worthy of love, of compassion, being worthy of loving themselves, being worthy to allow somebody else to love them. Two, focus on loving you. Focus on honoring who you are. Put yourself in those environments which resonate deeply within you. Put yourself in those environments which support you, which give you love and support, where you can express what is deep within your heart and you will not be judged. And if somebody does judge you, do not take it seriously. For you see, only you can walk your path, nobody else. This is an exciting time. The energies are going to continue to be adjusted, shifting, and you will feel many of these shifts happen within your own body. And yes, you will still be getting up in the morning and going to your job, or getting up in the morning and taking care of the children or the house or whatever it is that you do during your day. And you're going to feel all of these energies going on around you, through you. Be conscious of your choices. Make your choices from your heart. Sometimes something is presented to you and you have to think about it. May not make sense initially. Feel the information. Discern within your heart. Beginning after the solstice, the guardians are going to begin to take their place in this world. Change is on the horizon, and it's a good thing. And you may say, but Tobin, I watch the news, I see the news, and look at what is happening in the world. Look at all of the anger and the frustration and the killing and all the darkness. Yes, there is. This is the great battle between the light and the dark. Or, shall we say, between the old energy and the new energy. And why has it reared its ugly head at this time? That's because the old energy can't find traction. So it is doing whatever it can to create fear, to create dissension, to create confusion, everything it can do to try and find its footing, to try and, it almost, the more people we can suck into the darkness, the more people we can bring in to this dense energy, the more we can survive, the more we can open that door back up and find our footing again. But they can't. They recruit people, and there are many who go, and they get there and they realize, wow, I made a massive mistake. There is conflict going on, manifested in the world, where you look at your news and you see what's happening. But if you also look beyond the mainstream news, you will also see there is a great deal of compassion that is happening on this planet. People are changing. How they view themselves is changing. How they view each other is beginning to change. We knew this would come. It happened in the Pleiades, where I come from. We had a multitude of different religions, beliefs. We had light and dark. We had all of those things. Everything that you have, we also had. And I am here speaking to you today, this moment, right now. So as you can see, we survived. We moved beyond that. So will you. Because you see, you have crossed that marker, the point of no return. When that happened, you assured that you will move forward, that you will evolve as a planet. The guardians hold amazing encodements. And soon enough, when they begin together, they will begin to release these encodements and activate these encodements. And slowly things will begin to change. New inventions will come. New ways of doing things will come. And everything will begin to change, shift. And for those of you listening to my voice, listening to this message, pretty much every single one of you will come back. You're not finished. The hard bit is been done. The hard yards have been moved through. Now it is time for the adjustments. Now it is time for creating that new way of being, creating that new mindset. Soon enough, in a lifetime or two, things will begin to look very different on this world. And the time is coming soon enough where people like him channeling higher dimensional beings for all of you won't be needed any longer. You won't need psychics or mediums or tarot readers or any of those things, because as you walk this path, as you move more into alignment with spirit, with who you truly are, what you will find is that the connection within your heart with spirit, with God, will be there, will be stronger and get stronger, and you'll be able to receive whatever you need in the moment you need it. That is coming. What can you do now? Number 3. Focus on bringing this energy in. Anyone who listens to this message on the 21st, if you already feel this energy, you will feel it amp up. You will feel it increase in its intensity. And it's going to go like a wave around the planet until this entire planet is encased in this new energy, in this activation. And then within that activation, certain activations are going to be occurring very, very soon. And when it does, things are going to begin to change again. For many of you, you may feel turmoil in your lives right now. You may feel disconcerted with what's happening, with what's going on. You might be going, I'm not liking how things are in the moment. Breathe, because the one constant in the universe, of course, is change, besides love. Now is the time. Now is the moment to really sit back and choose. Do not choose something that is less than what you deserve. Do not choose something that is less than who you are. Choose to be worthy, because you are worthy and you are sacred, and that is the way it is, because you are of God. The volunteers have been through so much. So now it's time to choose. Now it's time to take that next step. Follow your heart. Follow your discernment. It is time. We put the call out to the guardians to awaken, to accept the activation that is coming tomorrow on the equinox. And that call and that activation will continue through the solstice. for every volunteer on this planet, accept the activation yourselves. For it's time for you to discover that you're a lot more than you think you are. You have no idea how many of us there are here now with each of you. You have no idea how many of us there are here now, assisting each step you take. Not one of you is alone. There are native humans around the planet who are beginning to awaken to that greater reality, that higher sense of purpose, of being, which goes to show that what you've been doing has been making a difference. Now it is about you accepting this activation. You wish to ascend? Great. The ascension is about becoming who you truly are here. You may not fully remember everything of who you are, but when you fully move into that energy of who you truly are here, who you are meant to be here, that is ascending. That is going to that higher vibration, that higher form of being, that higher way of being. Some of you may say, no. It is physically ascending. It's moving beyond this world. Yes, many of you have been saying this for a long, long time. There are many religious people who have been saying the same thing for a long, long time. Different words, different phrases, different descriptions, if you will, but all the same thing. It's about this planet and the people of this world evolving, moving forward. You can't do that if you're not here to assist. You can't do that if you're not here to do it. The volunteers, you are the ones who lead the way. Have compassion for yourself. Discern. Make your choices. There are many groups who are here, who are very active. The Ashtar Command. We Pleiadians, Arcturians, Syrians, those from Orion, and those groups from the Great Central Sun, and so many more that you cannot even possibly imagine. Everyone is watching Earth. Everyone is watching what will happen. Give them a good show through your heart. This is no longer about self. This is no longer about the masculine or the feminine. This is about balance of the two. Walking forward in a concerted way with love and compassion for who you are. Blessings unto you. Until we speak next time, follow the path before you.